Hello and welcome to Treasure Hunt. Well, our intrepid skyrunner, Annika Rice, and her helicopter are waiting for instructions from our two contestants here in the studio with me in London. They are Stephanie James and Ken Taylor. We've got 5 very complex clues to solve, and if you get them right, you'll be leading Annika around a course where she'll find a treasure at the end and you'll win £1,000. Okay?
Right.
The only snag about this is you've only got 45 minutes to do it in. Tell me something about yourselves now. Where do you come from, Stephanie?
Cirencester in Gloucestershire.
You must be one of the youngest contestants we've ever had on Treasure Hunt.
I would think so.
How
yes.
old are you, actually?
17.
Are you at school still?
Yes, I am.
What are you hoping to do when you leave school?
Hopefully something with languages, but I'm not certain yet.
What languages in particular?
French, German, Latin and Greek.
Those are your best ones, are they?
Yes, I think so.
And what about you, Ken? Over 17, I would guess. But
unfortunately so, yes.
You come from the same part of the world?
I do now, yes.
And what's your background?
Well, I was Army, and then after I came out of the Army last time, I went into the hotel business.
How do you come to be on the programme together?
Well, my wife and Stephanie's mother were business colleagues in family Cirencester, but otherwise we're just very good friends.
Just good friends.
Well, anyway, the best of luck with it. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Thank you.
Any ideas about where Annika might be, or where you would like her to be?
Not really, no.
Not really?
If I was being very greedy, I'd say in my own back garden, but I think it would be quite impossible.
I think it's quite unlikely that that's going to happen. But there's somebody here that I'd like you to meet who does know where you're going to be. That's our adjudicator, Wincy Willis. Hello, Wincy.
Hello. I can advise you, Ken, that it's definitely not your back garden.
I'm glad the wife wouldn't be surprised.
Right, in a few moments, Annika will be telling us where she's starting from, and of course, behind here, I've got the map, which I'm going to plot the course on throughout. And of course, as you've got a clock to beat, I'll be letting you know whether you're ahead or behind on your schedule.
Well, just one more thing to remind you of. We shan't be able to see Annika here in the studio, although people watching at home will be able to see her. However, we should be able to imagine what's going on with her because we can hear her and talk to her. And I'm going to call her up now and see if she can hear me. Can you hear me, Annie?
Bonjour! You'll be hearing lots of oh la las over the next hour because we're in fact in France this week.
Wonderful.
I don't know, beats working for a living, doesn't it? We're actually right down on the south coast in Provence on the magical Côte d'Azur, which stretches from Marseille right through to Menton on the Italian border. Well, I'm standing at the moment on a little jetty, and behind me, apart from an enormous great boat, which Graham is looking at with great envy, there's a lovely old 14th century castle, which in fact was taken over in 1917 by a wealthy American sculptor who restored it and lived in it and worked in it. And now he's died, it's become a museum, but there it is in all its glory. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. The coastline round here, it really is the playground for the rich. Graham, off that boat, we've got a programme to do. We're going to have great travel today. So we're on a jetty, and the boats around here, I mean, they're more like small ships, aren't they? They're absolutely incredible. Kenneth, let me just introduce the crew to you.
Right.
We're very lucky to have a French pilot today. Bonjour, Pierre. Oh, big wave from Pierre. And also Serge, our video engineer, is also French. So if we get unstuck, what with Stephanie's A-level work...
Well, don't tell them that.
And of course, Graham, our cameraman.
Lana Pool is the name of the place.
Lana Pool.
It's southwest from
I got
Cannes.
it. Here we are. Right, Wincy, will you tell us something about the area, please?
Certainly. Well, we're the Côte d'Azur, which is on the Mediterranean, of course, well known for holidaymakers, bikinis and also topless. Just to put it into geographical perspective, we've got Spain continuing down here with the Costa Brava. We've got the islands of Corsica there and Sardinia there, and another very famous holiday resort, of course, of Mallorca. And just to put this one into scale, if the helicopter travels at about 80 miles per hour, it's going to take approximately 18 minutes to travel from west to east. And one little hint, the treasure is actually something that Annie's got to do rather than find, OK? And can you speak up when you speak to Annika when she's in the helicopter? OK?
Yep, right.
OK, ready?
Yes.
Lots of luck then. We'll
Thank you
start the
very
clock.
much indeed.
45 minutes from now, and here's clue number 1. In the scented city, among a painter's essential oils, Annie must be led by the nose to Karma's Moonlight of the Grove. In the scented city, among a painter's essential oils, Annie must be led by the nose to Karma's Moonlight of the Grove.
Do any of you know the area at all?
No.
Any ideas?
Is there a book on prom? Is there a book on prom?
You're at the helicopter?
We're at the helicopter, so
Well, get aboard here.
we'll get aboard.
Annika, would you
Right.
please, and hover, as it were, and we'll send you in one direction or the other in a moment.
Well, the scented city, the one thing that I had
Sounds
found...
like perfume.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? And the place, the big centre of it is Grasse in the south of France. So I don't know whether it's that. Have a look at Grasse.
And that's up the middle there.
Get into it.
It's a long way off, but it might be possible.
But I
In the sanctity among a painted
no.
essential oils.
Karma's midnight.
Right, any ideas?
Have a look.
Should we take off and just...
You have a look.
Yes,
There's
please,
other
Albert.
Take off,
Will you
yes.
just get in here? Thank you.
Orbite. Have trouble with our French today, I think. Well, of course, I mean, France is famous for all its flowers, isn't it? The mimosa.
Right, absolutely.
But I don't know anything about oils.
Why are painters essential
So it's quite
oils?
yes.
What about lavender?
Well,
Well, we think that it might be grass, which is the centre of the scent.
Oh, right.
Industry.
Grass, yes. Yes. Do you want us to head there?
Well, we just want to look up something about it. What's it got to do with the painter?
that puts me off. I don't think it's...
You don't think
I
it's
don't
as far
think it's
away,
quite
as that, but I should make quite sure about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're quite right.
Well, we've taken off and we're just circling over this wonderful orgy of boats. I mean, they're just gin palaces isn't the word for them. Some of them over about 100 foot long. As I said before, they're like small ships. Not a lot of activity on the pier today.
It's a bit,
Obviously last night's cocktail party was just too much for most of them.
there's a great deal of activity going on, but not much noise because we're looking in these books very
Oh,
hard.
I see. Well, we're just...
I feel very sorry for you, Annika. Your life must be hell.
Oh, Ken, it's appalling.
Yes,
It really,
I thought-
I must get a new agent. But anyway, Graham's in his element, so as long as you take, he'll be happy.
Amongst the painted essential oils. No, oil paints. Oil
You're happy
paints.
there, aren't you, Graham?
Nothing to do with scents at all, oil paints.
Oh,
Like the
it's
scented
beautiful.
city.
Why Scented City?
I think we ought to be heading somewhere.
I think you ought to be heading towards grass. I mean, you can
We
always come
try
back again.
towards grass.
Yeah, can we make for grass? Maybe it's not right, but we'll see. Okay.
Karma is faint. Is karma faint?
We're going to
No.
head
Right
inland
to the
now.
grove. Let's find some books about
This beautiful golf course down below. I mean, what a place to spend a holiday. We've only been here a day so far, but I think we've done our fair share of everything since we've been here.
Is there a book actually on Provence there? Oh, we got them all.
There's a holiday. There's a book about Cannes. All
This is
sorts
the main
of things
marina
about
we're flying over now. All those beautiful boats. Oh,
Karma.
I've got lots of guides here now. Have you got... Which one have you got? What's that we're going to
Last
show
year.
us? Are you speaking to us?
I'm still there, yes.
You've gone terribly faint on us. We can barely hear you.
Oh, really? Can you not hear me now?
No. Well, that's a bit better.
That's better.
That
Have a
better?
look at...
Okay, well, I'll
If you find anything...
pointing this
Something
inward.
about karma.
Are we still heading for grass?
We can hear you now, but
Right.
yeah.
We're heading for grass. So mostly we're just sort of flying over lots of apartments.
You've had over 4 minutes already.
Oh dear. Let's have a decision. Difficult, isn't it?
Are there any other guides? Have a look at something in here. Have a
Um,
look at some of this in the grass. Yeah, what are these others?
Scented City, Painter's Essential Oils. Well, it could be any number of painters because
could, you're right.
because of the lovely colour here. Obviously, painters flock south rather in our rather dim and distant northern sun. Cézanne, Van Gogh, Matisse,
What have you got there?
Renoir. How am I doing?